Hi, I'm Rebecca at Find My Factory, and today we're going to be focusing on the Enrich module. When you sign into your Find My Factory dashboard, you are instantly presented with our three key modules here on the right-hand side of your screen. To get to the enrichment, you can go ahead and select Enrich, or you can toggle over to the left side of your screen and go ahead and select Enrich from there. Now, the enrich module, it essentially serves as supplier inventory. If you have an existing list of suppliers that you want data checkpoints being added to, you want to make sure that these suppliers still fulfill your company's requirements. You want to get any specific enrichment data associated to these suppliers. All you have to do is go ahead and select Add Suppliers. From there, you can add on one supplier at a time or save yourself a bit of time and do a full bulk upload. Once you've done so, your supplier list is going to look similar to what we're seeing here. Outside of course, the requirements that we've set up for this specific demo. What you'll see though when you import those suppliers is your suppliers, their description, location, and links. Now, that's the first step. Once you add on those suppliers, you can also distribute those suppliers into specific categories, reflecting on your company's structure. So let's say you have specific requirements for suppliers who help you with packaging. Let's say you have suppliers that are solely for services or manufacturing. You can go ahead and organize your supplier categories and set different requirements or different data points. Now, once you've gone ahead and successfully added all your suppliers to the Enrich module, the next step is where you really start to use the agentic AI to cut time and just eliminate any of those manual checkpoints. So what you can do once you have that supplier list all added, just go ahead and select all of your suppliers. From there, you want to move over to the research feature here. And once you select that, you're going to see two options. We have the requirement field and the enrichment field. Let's start with the requirements. So once you select requirements, you're first going to be presented with a couple quick ads. These are just pre-created requirements that we at Find My Factory have generated for you. And the requirements essentially serve as a yes or no prompt. Are these companies ISO 14001 certified? Yes or no? Do they have a sustainability report available? Yes or no? We can also ask really any question we want. So we don't have to use these pre-created requirement criteria. We can also ask, let's say, is the company based in the EU? Yes or no? Or we can just go ahead and move that to based in the EU. We don't necessarily even have to ask the question. But the requirement for these suppliers that we have is that they are based in the EU. Again, adding on that requirement. Now, once we've done so, we can hit Start Research. And you can already see those agentic AI agents going out doing the work for you. Again, this really allows you to get that real-time data so you can stay up to date on your suppliers and be more proactive. If at one point you have a key requirement for your company that one of your suppliers unfortunately can no longer adhere to, then of course you can move to the source module. Now we're looking at the requirements, and again, as I've mentioned, yes or no prompts. But what we can also do is get more extensive and contextual information. And in order to do that, you want to go ahead and repeat the same process. Select all your suppliers and move to that research option. Go ahead and select that. And now we want to move to the enrichment. Once you're here, again, you're going to see some pre-create templates that we've made for you. Now, the enrichment allows you to get more extensive information that go beyond just a yes or no prompt. And this is really where you start to see the AI agents really working and really maximizing intelligence in action. Let me show you what this actually looks like. So let's say I want to get a breakdown of financial health for these companies. So we have the column that we're about to create, the data enrichment that we need, and we can already see the instructions. Okay, how are we gathering this information? The AI agents are going out there and it's going to generate a financial health score based on credit reports or ratios. And then you can go ahead and see the reasoning here. Based on that information that the AI is going to evaluate for you, we can give these suppliers a score of excellent, good, moderate, or weak. Let's go ahead and add that in. Something else I really like to kind of play around with is the lead time. So I want to know what's the typical lead time for these suppliers that we're working with. How quickly do they go from order to customer? So again, we see here, what are the AI agents doing? What is their prompt? And what we can see here is in that data enrichment, this is going to allow us to get calendar days based on PO to shipment for standard orders. Of course, sourced from customer testimonials or RFQ pages. Let's go ahead and add that to the list. Now, something interesting that a lot of our customers are also doing, of course, we have those pre-create templates, but you can go as custom as you want based on your company's needs. So let's go ahead and see sanction risk. Provide any information on if these suppliers are affected by USTR 301 tariffs or any other upcoming sanctions. This is a really great way to be more proactive. Expect these things, plan for these things so that you don't have to pay later. And as we add on requirements, as we add on data enrichments, you can look at the enrich module as essentially a real-time Excel spreadsheet that's doing the work for you. It's getting the informations on your suppliers. We see here that ISO certification. And what it's also doing is providing information, allowing you to save time on business expansion, product line expansion, rather than just go ahead and do all the due diligence associated with your suppliers. We see here, we asked, of course, if the companies are going to be at risk for sanctions. So we can go ahead and see that loading in. Soon we're going to get a result. But again, just to show you what that data enrichment looks like, let's say we want to get that supplier risk score. We go ahead and see it here. The AI reasoning, we knew that when we added on that data enrichment, and we get the clear sources. So again, just to really round up the essence of the Enrich module, this allows you to have tabs on your suppliers to know whether or not they're hitting those requirements and to be more proactive, have all that information in one place.